The night I found my wife in another man's bed, something inside me died. Not with noise, not with rage, but with silence, the kind that echoes louder than screams. I remember standing at the doorway, my hand still on the knob. The light from the bedside lamp spilled across the floor, touching her bare shoulder, and his. I didn't say a word. I couldn't. She gasped when she saw me, "Daniel, I can explain." But how do you explain betrayal when it's lying naked beside you? I walked out. The hallway felt longer than it ever had. My feet moved on their own, but my chest, it stayed there, shattered on that bedroom floor. For weeks after that night, I barely spoke. I stopped going to the gym, stopped answering friends. Even at work, I was a ghost wearing a man's skin. She tried calling, dozens of times. Texts, voicemails, tears. "Please, Daniel, it was a mistake. I lost myself. I love you." I deleted every message, but her voice still lived in my head, haunting me between every heartbeat. At night, I'd lie awake replaying it. The sound of her whispering someone else's name. The light on her face when she looked at him. The same look she once gave me. And that was the cruelest part. Realizing she didn't cheat because she stopped loving me, but because she forgot why she ever did. A month later, my friend Lucas convinced me to drive out with him. "Bro, you've gotta breathe again. Let's go somewhere, anywhere, just drive." So we did. A road trip. Empty roads, loud music, maybe a little too loud. But halfway through the drive, it started raining, hard. The kind of rain that blurs everything, even your thoughts. And that's when it happened. A truck swerving, headlights slicing through the storm came out of nowhere. Lucas yelled. I pulled the wheel. Metal screamed, glass shattered. Then nothing, just darkness. When I opened my eyes, everything was white, beeping, the smell of antiseptic, a hospital. My ribs hurt, my arm was in a sling, but I was alive. Lucas wasn't. The doctor said I was lucky to even wake up, but luck didn't feel like the right word. It felt like punishment. The crash didn't kill me, but it killed the version of me that cared about hate. When you lose someone without a goodbye, you realize revenge doesn't heal. Silence doesn't heal. Only forgiveness does, even if it's one-sided. 2 weeks later, she came to the hospital. I almost didn't let her in. Her face was pale, eyes red. She looked smaller somehow, fragile. She walked in slowly, holding something behind her back. "Daniel," she whispered, "I heard about the crash. I thought I lost you too." Her voice broke. I looked at her, the woman I once built my whole world around, and for the first time, I didn't feel anger. Just exhaustion. She pulled out a small box. Inside, a photo of us from our first anniversary. "I was selfish," she said. "I don't expect you to forgive me. I just needed to tell you, you were the best thing that ever happened to me." For a long time, neither of us spoke. Rain tapped softly against the hospital window. Machines beeped. My heart did too. Finally, I said, "I don't hate you anymore." Her eyes widened. "You don't?" "No," I said quietly, "but I can't love you the same way again." She nodded, tears falling freely. Then she left. No goodbye kiss, no promises, just silence, the kind that finally meant peace. Months passed. I recovered, sold the house, moved cities. Sometimes I still dream of that night, the door opening, the shock, the pain. But now when I wake up, I breathe. Because that crash, as cruel as it was, didn't just end a marriage. It ended a version of me that was trapped in bitterness. And maybe that's what forgiveness really is. Not accepting what they did, but refusing to let it define you. Have you ever forgiven someone who didn't deserve it? Did it free you or break you a little more?